to support the motion ably moved by the Deputy Minority of the House. It's a very pathetic one. It's one that we are all aware that for every man, one day he must die. How he dies is a different story. And in the present case, these people died in active service, trying to help the government to see that Section 14, providing security to the people, is accomplished. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, we have severally, individually and collectively here, contributed to debates or issues on national security. Failure is failure, no matter how you try to describe failure. If your child goes to an exam and fails, you will be bold to tell your child, you failed this exam. All these excuses we are trying to offer to the executive or those who are in charge of security that are not here, what is the justification? As representatives of the people, let me ask you a question. We are nearing 2019. What guarantee do we have for free, fair, credible election in the areas that are being ravaged by Boko Haram? How many states are affected by Boko Haram? For this community now, where we have 100 and something soldiers that have lost their lives, are they not part of Nigeria? Will they not partake in the general elections? If we are describing the election in Nigeria in 2019, can we now authoritatively and categorically say that this community, that the election is going to be fair, credible, and transparent there? Will the people, they have been motivated to come out in mass? How many days to 2019 election? Let us ask our conscience certain questions. Service chiefs, this one. Government, responsibility of government is security and welfare of the people. If government has failed in providing the security for the people, we'll be bold enough to tell ourselves the truth that there is failure of government in the provision of security for the people. Do we need an interpreter to say that? My sister, Chair, Foreign Relations, raised a fundamental issue. And that fundamental issue is that I'm an Igbo man. I'm from Anambra. Our people will always say in an adage, a blacksmith that doesn't know how to mold the mental gog, let him look up to the sky and he's going to see a kite and look at the tail of the kite. That is how a mental gog looks. And that will lead him on how to mold a mental gog. Is Nigeria the only country that has issues of terrorism? Other countries are containing it. Can't we have a copy from them on how to contain it? Or are we doing, because we are giant of Africa, we can't imitate or collaborate with other countries that have actively decimated or actively contained and controlled terrorism? We are not even considering the cost implication. One of my colleagues here raised the issue. What is the cost of recruiting and training a soldier on anti-terrorism? Some of these soldiers that have lost their lives have gone on international training on terrorism or anti-terrorism. As we are talking right now, we don't even know the number of soldiers we have in this country because daily soldiers are killed. Daily Nigerians are told it is under control. Mr. Speaker, what is happening is worrisome. I support the motion, and that's my contribution.